Morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, August 19th, 2014. You can follow us on Twitter at CATEX TV. There was a 6.2 earthquake near the Iran-Iraq border about 19 hours ago. It occurred yesterday at 7:02 a.m. local time. 48 earthquakes of a magnitude 2.5 and higher have been reported in the region over the past 21 hours. The 6.2 quake was the strongest. Apparently, according to local authorities, some 300 people have been injured. Most of the residents are now sleeping outside their homes because of possibilities of future earthquakes and aftershocks. They don't want the roofs falling in on them. There's been no real report of any damage estimates, and it's not known how far this is from any oil-producing regions or whether there's been any disruption in the Iranian flow of oil. There was an explosion yesterday, actually earlier today, at a coal mine in eastern China, trapping 29 miners underground. About 30 rescuers are trying to reach those miners right now. This is in a private mine in Hunan City in Anhui Province. They're making very scant progress because they're waiting for heavy rescue equipment. According to Chinese media, the government ordered this mine shut down twice since June. This is August. That was 3 months ago. Twice they've ordered the mine to be shut down, but it continued to operate. So the miners are now trapped in an illegally operating mine. The private equity firm Aquiline is reported now to be in advanced talks to acquire a majority stake in the Canadian-based broker Beach & Associates. Beach & Associates is a reinsurance broker founded by Jonathan Beach. According to sources, the two firms are in, quote, advanced and exclusive talks that would see Aquiline, which is led by Jeffrey Greenberg, who used to be the CEO of Marsh Mac, take a majority ownership position from the founder, Jonathan Beach. Aquiline had made a significant investment in Rod Fox's Tiger Risk, another startup reinsurance broker, in 2009. But as of last year, Aquiline had sold its stake and exited that business. This sale process comes as Beach evolves from a significant dependence on a relatively small number of casualty reinsurance accounts to more of a specialist that focuses on capital market solutions as well as structured reinsurance. It's also understood that Graham Millwater, who formerly was the CEO of Willis Re and is now the CEO of Beach & Associates, will continue to maintain his position. The Federal Aviation Administration yesterday did what many people had been wanting them to do for a while. They banned commercial overflights of Syria. This is because armed groups in Syria have now an estimated several hundred portable anti-aircraft missiles that could easily be used to take down commercial airplanes. In addition to that, yesterday it seems as if that the government of Hafez Assad, President Assad, seems to have attacked the Sunni militant group ISIS. This is after providing them with nurturing and succor as they began to develop their caliphate throughout Syria and Iran and Iraq. So now there are airstrikes on ISIS from both the United States and from Syria. Once again, this ISIS group is making strange bedfellows. The Iranians and the Americans and the Syrians and the Russians are now all cooperating to stop ISIS. Australian-based carrier QBE announced plans to raise $750 million through a placement in the stock market and a share purchase plan, and also another $500 million through partially floating its mortgage arm. The company also revealed that it had plans to offload part of its underwriting agencies in Australia and North America, but said it would keep its North American middle market business following an independent review of the sector. QBE has been going through a very difficult time lately. The CEO, John Neal, is trying to shore up the insurer's capital strength and balance sheet following the brutal series of profit warnings he's disclosed since taking over 2 years ago. Meanwhile, the hurricane season is coming up to way more than its halfway point on the 19th of August, and forecasters are now predicting, quote, a below-average hurricane activity period for the remainder of 2014. According to Willis Re, U.S. landfall probability estimates continue to be low this year. Listen to this. However, caution should be exercised due to a recent run of poor U.S. landfall estimates. Willis is referring to predictions from the Colorado State University Group, from the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Group, from Weather Claims International, and Tropical Storm Risk, all predicting significant landfall activity. So Willis is saying that it's unlikely that there's going to be any activity, but given the fact that previous reports have ventured that there will be activity, we should all remain cautious. Apparently there's cooler water off the coast of Western Africa, which is the breeding ground for hurricanes. And in the suburbs of St. Louis last night, in Ferguson, Missouri, there was more violence. Police fired rubber bullets, tear gas, and smoke bombs. Apparently 2 people were shot. There were 31 arrests. This is all after the shooting of an unarmed 18-year-old African-American man about 9 days ago now. The situation has had the unfortunate luck to be occurring in the middle of the summer when cable TV news networks have very little to report. So as a result, many anchors and correspondents are in Ferguson, Missouri, and breathlessly capturing every single move as people begin to articulate their concerns. Additionally, outside groups have streamed into Ferguson in order to make their voices heard. So what really is happening here is anybody's guess. What the people on the ground, the residents of Ferguson, actually think is anybody's guess. You can follow us on Twitter at CATEX TV. Thanks very much for watching. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. We'll see you tomorrow.